Welcome back to Jim Snedeker Music. This week, I want to share a topic with you that's really about stage presence and live performance called How I Place Second in an Open Mic Competition. Now, you might say, what's the big deal if you place second? Well, all three winners, the first three winners, and this was out of about a dozen performers, the first three got a paid gig the next day at a county arts festival. So I'm going to be sharing some tips with you. The first one, in an open mic setting, any competition, anytime you play anywhere in front of people, is you want to play in tune. And some of us, we're just at the points in our lives where we can't depend on our looks or our youth anymore to hold the audience's attention. So the basics, like playing in tune, are really a must. Next thing you want to take a look at is definitely knowing your lyrics. And this is a manageable, a reasonable goal. In an open mic, the song numbers is limited to 3 or 4, so do your best to memorize those lyrics. And then, of course, here's where you can really make a difference in an open mic setting. You want to love your audience. And there's a lot of different ways to do this, but I'm going to just focus on stage presence and remind you that if the audience feels like you engaged with them, especially in an open mic setting where you don't have a lot of time, that really can trump a perfect performance. So my first tip for stage presence is you want to have something to say. You want to be able to talk to your audience as much as possible. You might want to, for sure, introduce yourself if you haven't been. You might say things like, gee, this is a great setting for an open mic. Maybe it's outdoors or next to a river, something unique that you can compliment the audience about. My next stage presence tip is all about making eye contact. And it's not to stare at people, but it's to engage them with your gaze. It's true that when people feel like you've made a connection with them, it's a lot easier for them to remember you. And then stage presence number 3, my tip number 3 is, doesn't always work, but if you have a song that's well known, maybe you're in a geographic area where there's a song written about that and everybody just seems to know it, play it and ask the audience to sing along with you. When that happens, it's just one more way that they can remember you. So that's really it for this week. Just a short few tips on stage presence and live performance. Thanks for joining me. Till next time,